Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the love, energy, and predictions for the sign of Cancer for the year of 2022. Now Cancer, I am certainly not your love guru, but I used to offer love readings when I worked with clients and my feedback was really good, so I thought I would give this a shot here on YouTube. Do let me know what you think about this type of reading for my channel. But with all of that in mind, understand that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, as this is a love reading. Now, I do not offer personal readings anymore, so if you do get a message from someone, know that that's not me, and please do not get scammed. I do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. And lastly, if at any point in this reading it resonates with you, please consider hitting the like button. It really helps my channel grow. All right, Cancer, let's see what we have going on here. We'll make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Wands. So you can see that this is a card of sparring. You can see the 5 people on the card, involved in a battle at this moment. And really what they're trying to do is win the battle so they can get to the Six of Wands, which is victory, public recognition, success, exceeding expectations, things along those lines. Now in a love reading, this can indicate bickering with a partner, arguing with a partner, going back and forth. Something to do with speech I'm getting, even though this is not a swords card. I'm getting something to do with you, like maybe just in a trap of arguing here with somebody. I do see you walking away from that situation if that is the case, Cancer. If you are in this, you may realize in this year of 2022 that you are in some sort of cycle with another person. And it may be part of your mission here. It may be a contract that you signed prior to this lifetime to work through that and figure out why that's happening, okay? And that's really if you believe in past lives. If you don't believe in past lives, there may just be something that you need to analyze. But I do feel like there's like a, there's an element of karma here. And I don't see karma cards, but I'm getting energetically karma for some of you in this reading, where there's like a situation that is familiar to you that you are looking to break free of, is what I'm getting here in this year of 2022. I always like to say, the universe is going to give you the same person over and over and over again until you figure out why, until you break the cycle. And you can think of it as like a test from the universe. Ultimately, it's for soul growth. It's for your best, in your best interest to work through a situation like that. I get the sense that in this year, some of you may be doing that. Now, right away in the middle, you have the Six of Cups. This is potentially someone from the past trying to come back in. Again, I don't know that the energy between you and this person was great in the past, okay? There are times when people get back together and that's great and that's happily ever after and wonderful. But more times than not, I found that, your ex is your ex for a reason. And this Six of Cups here, I'm just being totally blunt and honest with you. With this Five of Wands, it's almost like the two of you have had some sort of situation together in the past where there may have even, there have been breakups in the past. Now this person's coming back in for review. And if it's not literally that person, it's another person coming in that has the exact same qualities or attributes of that person that you broke up with from the past, you see? And so I do get the sense that this is your challenge for the year. If you work through this challenge, you're going to manifest something incredible. You're getting a new start. You're shedding old skin as you work through this universal challenge, this test, if you will, being provided to you. So deep message. I just say it how it is. I do not re-roll the cards. What cards come out are the cards that I read. And yeah, I think this is a deep year for Cancer, especially if you're a single Cancer. Now, I need to say, if you are in a relationship right now and it's great and it's wonderful and it's healthy, this may not be the message for you, okay? You may want to take a look at your moon, rising, Venus sign. But in the first column here, you have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Swords. So this Three of Swords here, okay, this is heartbreak. It's divorce, separation, breakup. I always like to say it could be anything that breaks your heart, but we are in a love reading. So this is typically about breakups, divorces. And I do feel like it's this Six of Cups person. I feel like in the past you've broken up with this person. Now they're like, oh, Cancer, let's get back together. Let's go get coffee. Let's do whatever. And maybe you've already done that. And now you're asking, you're questioning yourself, like, am I just repeating some sort of cycle with this person? You may realize that they haven't really grown much. In fact, this person may have annoyed you from the past. This Nine of Wands can be a card of somebody who's in your life that's annoying you. You can see this person's down on one knee, but they're kind of frustrated around somebody. This can, more importantly, the Nine of Wands is about perseverance. It's about, when you get the Nine of Wands, it does tell you to not give up. And so, if you are healing from heartbreak at this moment, realize that there are better times ahead, Cancer, okay? And understand that this is part of the journey for you and where you are in your soul's journey. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. You have this King of Swords as well, maybe an air sign, but, this is really a card of karmic scales. This is the energy of the scales here. This is Libra energy. I'm getting like divine law and order type of energy here with that card. The King of Swords is not somebody who will take an emotional interest in you, typically, and so it's typically found as like a boss figure or someone in your life that you're not interested in emotionally. It could mean that this other person was emotionally distant or something like that. So in this middle column, you have the Five of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So let me just see here. Let me take a look at these. So I don't know why I'm getting 666 energy, which, by the way, has a really bad rap, okay? Like, a lot of people associate with the devil or whatever, but it's really not a negative number. 666 is transformations, and you have that here with the Death card, okay, in the future. And so this is a year of deep soul work in your relationship and love situation. If this message is for you, Cancer, this is a year of deep soul work. You have this Six of Swords. This is transitions, going through rites of passages. It's a really positive card, but it can, in this case, you see this person's alone. In other interpretations of the card, they have people with them, but I'm going to stick with this one. You're maybe traveling alone at this time. I also feel like maybe some of you are looking to move or change from your situation, like get away from people that may be a little bit too familiar for you. I feel like you need new things, or you want new things in this year. And so you may begin to take that step here with the Six of Swords energy. And it's like you're transitioning away from this familiar energy of the Six of Cups, whether it's literally from someone from the past or someone who has those qualities or attributes. Really need to drive that point home. If it's not literally someone, it's like this cycle here coming in, okay? The universe giving the same type of person. You have this Five of Swords as well. Conflict, okay? You're going to decide that you're going to just drop your swords here. You see the sun rays in the background coming out as you see this person's down on one knee, kind of waving their flag, dropping their swords. It's like sometimes some battles are not worth fighting. And if there's a person in your life that's just not learning and not growing, that's not your problem to fix, and so like ultimately that's their journey, and that's kind of what I'm really feeling here. Now in the last column, you have the Magician card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Death card. So what I really love here is you have this Magician card. This is the energy of Mercury. Mercury is about communication, swift events, swift energy. I was getting something around like bickering, fighting, arguing type of energy here with this Five of Wands. Yeah, it's just like for you, you're looking to move past that here. You have this Magician card's all about alchemy. It's about manifesting. It's one of the biggest manifestation cards in the tarot. It could have been that this person from the past maybe abused power as well, as you have this diagonal here with the King of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Magician. I feel like you're about to have their number in this year if you're not going to take it anymore. You have this Four of Pentacles as well. You've given too much, all right? You've gone all out for somebody, and it's like you're like generous to a fault almost, I feel like, with this Four of Pentacles, you're changing that with the magician. You're taking your power back. You're exerting your willpower. And I think that's definitely a good thing. This death card talks about transformation, not literally death or dying, but a big change coming into your life, the winds of change. It's Scorpio energy. And, this death card here says that you're done staying where you are. You're about to make a big, big change in your romantic love situation. So let's go ahead and see what else we get here. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thanks for spending your time with me. Hope things are going well for you. And check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. I might be doing something with my email list here in this year of 2022. So we have Krishna devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Yeah, looking for unconditional love here. Not any of this power abuse or anything like that. You have Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Yep. Remember, I said walk your talk. Or I said talk. Remember, this is talking about walk your talk, but I said something about talking, chattering, bickering, arguing, something like this, where you're just like, nope, not doing it. You have Sanat Kumara, light activation, shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So I feel like this devotion card is very interesting in this reading because you might have been devoted to a fault or generous to a fault here, Cancer, and you're coming into this period here in this year of 2022 where you're about to shine your light, big time, okay? And this is talking about you reclaiming power. Reclaiming power is what I just strongly feel. Let's see here. I guess we wanted to do 4 cards here, so get more information, okay? Wait. No need to worry. And ask your angels. Okay. It's almost like you will absolutely strike at the right exact time here, and you will actually absolutely have this conversation with somebody just at the right time. I also feel like if you're feeling lost, it might not be a bad idea to reach out for others. But if that's like just not working for you energetically, you may want to reach out to your guides, okay, like your spiritual guides, and see what messages come forward around how to handle this situation. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords, and the Three of Wands. You're in growth mode right now, all right? Three of Wands is all about growth, expansion, new opportunities on the horizon, travel even, taking something to the next level. I just don't feel like you are with another person. You're taking yourself to a next level here, Cancer. And, this is a big growth moment for you as a soul in this lifetime. And I get the sense that you're going to take a look at some situation in a very level-headed, logical, even-minded way with the King of Swords. You're going to kind of be rational, but like really balance things out. Page of Swords, this is clearly, with the Nine of Wands, is the perfect combination. What you have together is the perfect combination of somebody who's literally very annoying. Okay, like, I don't know what it is that they're doing. It may be something that they do. I don't know. It may be some sort of practice that I don't know. There's something between you and this person that's absolutely annoying you at this time. Or at some point in this year. And this is something that you're moving past. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. I do get the sense that perhaps some of you want a new beginning for yourself. And this may be like this is all about yourself here in this year. Some other readings talk about partnership, union. For you, Cancer, this is about doing what you need to do for yourself to acquire a new beginning, acquire a new perspective, do things like that here. So you have the Five of Swords, you have the Judgment card, and the Seven of Wands. I almost get the sense that some of you are in your Saturn return. Maybe you're between the age of like 27 and 31, or you're in between the age of like 57 and 61. Obviously, if you're not in between those ages, this is still for you. But for a small portion of you, some of you may be like in a big awakening period, like a astrological sort of coming of age at this time with the Six of Cups and the Judgments, realizing that like the same type of person, the same type of situation, the same type of argument is coming in over and over and over again. And it's time to, like, you're not in Kansas anymore type energy here, Cancer. And like for some of you, this is going to feel like an inner calling toward something new with this Ace of Pentacles and the Judgment card. And the thing is, your relationship situation could absolutely be the catalyst for that in this year. Oftentimes, relationship beginnings or endings really spur on new beginnings in our life, or spur on like new aspects of what we do. It takes us to next levels, new places. And I get the sense that that's what's happening here. The Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords. Again, and wait, did we get the Five of Swords clarifying itself? Yeah, we did. So you know what this is all about? You dropping your swords here and transitioning away from conflict with the Five of Swords, but also transitioning away from competition with the Seven of Wands, all right? You are setting your ground, setting a boundary, standing your ground, and saying, I don't need to fight this fight, okay? This battle is not worth my time. And that's what I get here for many of you. Yeah, I get that very, very seriously here. So let's see what else we have. Okay, yeah, you have the Capricorn. You have the Devil card. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Okay, perfect. So we have the star on the bottom. I was like, when are we going to get a confirmation here? So this is healing. Okay, this genie here is in healing waters of renewal. All right, it's hope and optimism for the future. It is wishes coming true, wishes being granted. At the end of the day, you will absolutely heal whatever situation we're talking about here, especially with the Judgment card in the middle and that Six of Cups. It's an important year where you're stepping into your power as a soul. I just have to keep saying that. The Death card with the Four of Cups, a very clear message of you can't sit under the tree for too long. Okay, because as you do that, you miss out of opportunities here, as you see this alternative solution here being provided. These cups here on the grass, you could think of them as the cups from the past, or the cups that are familiar, which, remember, we had this Six of Cups here in the middle, people from the past, situations from the past. So yeah, my intuition has been right about this. You're making these transformations in those areas. You have that Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just been like you've been generous to a fault. You've worked hard for something. I almost feel like there's a weird financial support thing that may have happened between you, and like you may have provided financial support in an unhealthy way. And you should not beat yourself up about that. That's a thing that happens. And I think you're realizing that that's not something you want to be doing anymore. Especially with the Devil, talking about patience and balance and moderation here, especially as you work towards manifesting. Devil is the card of our shadows, as far as I'm concerned. It's something that you have to work through. And yeah, I get the sense that that's what this year is about, which is not a bad thing, okay? So you do the work in this year, and you're setting yourself up for many, many, many good years to come. All right, let's see what else we have. Adjudication, message, wealthy man, community, despair, and distant horizons. Unexpected income on the bottom. Yeah, so this is, you may feel unexpectedly powerful. Like you may, if you've had issues where you felt restricted in speech, or you felt like you didn't know what to say, I feel like you may unexpectedly work through that. Like you may just feel invigorated in this year. Letting go of despair, okay? Finding new people with community. Maybe you're going through a divorce for some of you with that adjudication card, although I wasn't really picking up on that. And I feel like, for some of you, it's almost like you're laying down roots in the material, and that's more important in this year than it is finding someone else, okay? Especially with Wealthy Man Judication Message and the Ace of Pentacles, where you're just sort of, I feel like there are other things here coming in, and you're also dealing with whatever relationship challenge is being presented in a healthy way. Distant horizons, good times ahead. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.